What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ and we are back with the 2024 Mercedes-Benz, and this is the GLE 53 AMG SUV. So without further ado, this is going to be the 5 things to love and the 5 things to improve. Disclaimer, I have this vehicle very early. You cannot build it on the Mercedes websites. There are some stats figures, but it does not have all the options listed. None of that stuff. So this is an early video. So some of the things in this list, if they're improvements, they may not even be valid by the time all of that is released, and it is really windy, so hopefully the audio is not too bad for you. I have the best audio setup I can possibly have. Let's roll. Number 1 on the list, and this is probably not all that surprising and not that big of a deal, but on the key fob right here, you will see there is no remote start button. Now, with that said, this is number 1. I wish there was remote start on the key fob. There is an aftermarket thing coming to this, and you can do it from the app through Mercedes-Benz. So it's possible to do it, just not from the key fob. I wish that was the case, because like, let's say you lend your car out to a buddy for the weekend or whatever. Arizona, really hot, nice to have remote start. Much easier than an app, in my humble opinion, but nonetheless, that's number 1 on the list. Stepping on into the inside, number 2 on the list, and that would be optional heads-up display. I'm gonna say it again, that very well should be optional. I don't have it on this tester. It doesn't specifically state it. I'll be honest, I think heads-up display shouldn't necessarily be optional. I think it should really just be standard. I mean, when you're in the $85K price point, I do think that should be standard. Let's just be honest. I really do think so. Is it a huge deal? Of course not, but it does make it feel better. But some cars that are even 30K come standard with heads-up display. Number 3 on the list is, you can see there's heated and cooled seats, but there is no massaging seat. Now, again, could be an option, maybe, but I don't see it listed at this time of this video that it's going to be optional for massaging seats. So I'm hoping that will be the case. I'm hoping there will be optional massaging seats, because like the EQS has the massaging seats. Huge fan. They work so well. Mercedes-Benz, they do such a great job. So hopefully we will see that as an option on this GLE 53. Now we're stepping into the rear, number 4 on the list, and that is optional rear heated and cooled seats. My tester in particular does not have them. I wish that was the case. Now, it could actually be an option for sure. Some will argue it should be standard. Either way, hopefully that will be an option. For now, it had to make the improvement list, and again, this may not even be valid for that, because it may be an option, which will be great. Number 5 on the list is a rear seat entertainment package. Having some TVs either in the headrests or in this area would be nice to see, kind of like the EQS has. Again, could be an option, don't know. As of right now, it is not, from everything I've done research on. So hopefully we'll see that for maybe 2 to 5 grand, somewhere in that range would be my guess of price point. That's just based on history and other Mercedes-Benz. All right, and now on to the good stuff. This is just straight up the 5 things to love about this SUV. Let's hop into the front so we can discuss the 5 things. things to love is the powertrain. The 9-speed transmission, I love that it's not ECVT because you can physically hear the shifts, and this thing moves. 0 to 60 is 4.9, and if you move up to the GLE 63, that's going to be a 3.7 0 to 60. Like, that is insane for such a large SUV. Like, that's impressive if you ask me. As I've already kind of hinted in number 1, hearing the shifts that this thing makes, I go over that in the full review. That link is down below. The exhaust is number 2 on this list. Having the AMG exhaust with the little crackles and burbles, like, and just having an active exhaust is nice. Like, I'll flip it around here real quick. So you just simply press that into there, and then we put this in Sport Plus, and then let's see what we can hear. This is inside now. Like the little burbles and stuff, man, I hope that turns out, because, oh, it sounds so good. Number 3 on the list is a little bit opposite of that, and this is what makes it so great, is I can very simply turn this into comfort, and the exhaust is now closed, and now you can barely hear it. It is quiet and it is comfortable when you want it to be. And having both of those characteristics, you know, whether you want it a little bit rowdy or quiet and comfortable, it's great. That to me just screams luxury, along with the interior, which brings me to number 4 on this list, and that is the refresh that this 2024 has and the ambient lighting. I talk about it all the time. Mercedes-Benz has the best ambient lighting you're ever going to see. It's broad daylight, and you can still see the blue striping. I have it on blue right now. You can change it to, I believe, 64 different colors. The refresh just looks good with the ambient lighting. I mean, just having the screen there, like, everything about it just looks good. It's practical. Mercedes-Benz listens to their people. That's why they're not going to become BlackBerry, like, you know, in the cell phone world for the automotive industry. They're always listening to their customers, and they're pushing the boundary to be better and better and better. And it just shows on this interior. It's amazing. Last but not least is number 5 on the list, and how roomy this vehicle is. I go over it in the full review as well, but even in the back, if you keep this setup with the 5 seats versus the 7, in the back, you will have enough room for 2 golf bags to fit. So many even SUVs nowadays, they bamboozle you. You can't fit it unless you fold down the seats. Not this one. You can fit 2 golf bags comfortably, really probably 3 or 4, because you could stack them at that point. And that's nice, because then you can still use your seats. You don't have to fold them down in order to get stuff. So I can actually take 4 people in here, and all 4 of us can go golfing. Now, not all of you go golfing, but maybe you're going on a beach vacation. Maybe you're, whatever the case is, it's functional room. It really, truly is. So that is certainly nice to have the room in a vehicle like this, and it all ties together. You have all the room, yet you've got the luxury, but you also got the sportiness, and that is why I absolutely love this SUV. And it is, certainly worth the price tag. I know many of you that look at it, you're like, yeah, trust me, just go drive one, and if you can afford it, I would highly recommend this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, if you want to see the full review, link will be down below. Please like, please subscribe, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.